Hi, welcome to the second video in the series of exploring Andrej Karpathy's MicroGPT, a stunning implementation of the full GPT architecture in just 243 lines. And it is plain Python code without PyTorch, without GPUs, without external deep learning libraries, using pure mathematical operations. This tiny GPT model uses character level tokens. That is, its vocabulary is made up of alphabets. Okay. So, and it is trained on a corpus of just 29,494 names, around 30,000 or 30K names, readable names. It learns statistical patterns in spelling. So, in this experiment, we will understand its high-level working. Normally, that's not possible in big GPTs. We will see why. It generates new names auto-regressively, one token at a time. That is one alphabet at a time. Because the data set is small and fully under our control, this project gives us the rare and powerful opportunity to see inside the generative nature of transformers. Today, we experiment with one crucial parameter, just the temperature. We will vary the temperature and see the prediction results. And we will compare it with our training data. So what is temperature? Temperature controls how sharp or flat the probability distribution becomes before sampling. Mathematically, adjusted logits equal to logits divided by temperature. So high temperature, that is closer to 1, flatten the distribution, more randomness. Medium temperature, approximately 0.5, balanced creativity or novelty. Very low temperature, closer to 0, that is 0.01, almost deterministic, argmax behavior. So what I've done is, this is Andrej Karpathy's microgpt.py loaded in Google Colab. Okay. And when you run it, it'll go through the 1,000 iterations to bring the loss to minimum. It starts with the loss of, say, 3.3. It is now 2 point something in 1,000 iterations. And then it predicted these 20 words. Okay. Partially hallucinated. But when it comes to big GPTs, we really cannot understand the hallucination part when compared to the training data. So consider these words are like our GPT's sentences, because here every token is an alphabet. So these combination of these alphabets are like combination of the words or subwords in our big GPT. So these are the predictions. See this? They're all readable. Vowels are present in these, right? And they look like real names. But the question is, we need to compare this with the training data to see if these words existed in the training data or not. That is the experiment. So for that, what I've done is, I have created a method here to load the corpus 29,494 into known words. This is the training data. Okay, and if you browse this, we can see the training data. See this? Valid names, 29,494. 29,494 names are loaded into this variable. Then what we will do is, we create a function is word present, and we will pass the word from our inference. So when we test this model, when it infers, we will check with the training corpus to see if it is a new word or the word existed, memorized word. That is the experiment. So let's execute this. And then here, what we will do is, here join sample. This is one prediction. What I did is I shifted the Karpathy's join sample, which was here, to here, to capture the word here itself. And then we call our is word present, passing the word. To get the answer, we will get yes if the word is present in the input corpus, training data. If it is a newly created word, we will say new. And we will print it like this with the word and present yes or new. Clear? So that is the experiment. So let's execute. See here. And what is the temperature? Temperature is 0.5. When temperature is 0.5, we roughly have 50% newly created words and 50% memorized words. See this? So what we'll now do is, we will iterate through different temperature values and see how the prediction is influenced by temperature in terms of memorized values or hallucinated or novelty values. So what we will do is, we will run this run inference method, and we will run inference with 0.1, 1.0 temperature, 0.5 temperature, and 0.01 temperature. Okay, so here it is 1. 1 means complete novelty or hallucination. So see here, it has created new words, but we also see some single alphabets. But see, these newly generated words also look readable, correct? Temperature 1. So that is what I want to show. And temperature, so if when temperature is 1, memorized word were 5% out of the results, and 95% it was novelty. And these words get created by the language model. So that is the difference between a search engine and a language model. Language model is able to create new sentences. Okay, so that was temperature 1. Temperature 0.5. See, temperature 0.5. Okay, temperature 0.5. We have yes, new, like that. So we have, see this, 30% from the memorized and 70% novelty or newly created. Okay, so now the interesting part, temperature 0.01, almost 0. Temperature almost 0, and it generated a single word every time. So 100% it came from the memorized. 0 hallucination or 0 novelty. And this A happened to be the most frequent first letter. That is why it picked up the letter A in the first place. Okay, so that is the experiment. You will never get to see such an experiment in a large GPT because we have no access to the corpus. Okay, so here, let's pick all the words st- starting with A from the input corpus. We have 4,410 words starting with A. Okay, so let's look at the frequency of first letter. So what we will do is, if you cut it, we will get the first letter alone. See, first letter alone. See, first is Emma. And what we will do is, we will sort it and unique minus C. So when we do like this, we see that and we can sort it again in a numerical fashion and reverse. So we see that A in our input corpus, word starting with A has the maximum frequency. That is the reason in our prediction with temperature close to zero, it picked up the word starting with A. Are you able to connect? We will explore Andrej Karpathy's this incredible 243 line MicroGPT more and more through different experiments, because this is our opportunity to go deeper into our understanding of the architecture. Thank you for your time. Give your valuable comments and let me know if this was useful. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you in another video. Bye bye. Stuck with tech? Overwhelmed by AI, cloud, or coding? Mentor Expert gives you personalized one-on-one help, step-by-step guidance, and instant clarity. Your solution starts here.